Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and there has been so much propaganda out there regarding space and the new Artemis project and Inspiration 4 and SpaceX. Bezos, Blue Friggin' Origin, or whatever it is, okay? Shatner. I just want people to understand what's actually happening, and it is the next level of the weaponization of space while telling the public that they're going to the moon and they're going to Mars, and nothing spells that out louder than this fake propagated piece by YouTube Originals, NASA, and the Biden administration. You know, the Biden administration, the one where Biden can barely speak. Man, I saw this video from like 5 days ago. The man can barely speak. He's not running anything. It's over. Okay? It's not real. But Kamala Harris sits there with all these actor children, and you watch 2 minutes of this thing, and if you don't understand how Johnny Nonsense propagated it is, I don't know what to tell you, but she's telling these kids they're going to see the moon the craters of the moon with their own eyes. Well, if those eyes are in virtual reality glasses, as Dennis Bushnell, a generational bureaucrat under NASA, has already told you on this program many times. We've played it for you. Okay? So we got a lot to go over here. I want to get down and dirty. I'm going to say this. We're going to play the entire Kamala Harris piece, which is almost like 9 minutes long, exclusively over at the Rockfin. So make that free Rockfin account. Make sure you go over there and check it out there. We're going to just kind of like blip through it here. But if you want to see how crazy it is, the watch along will be over at the Rockfin, where we can go hardcore and maybe say things that you can't say, right, on this platform. Speaking of that, I still need you to thumbs it up, subscribe, and share over at YouTube. Let people know about the channel. We're trying to bring people in from the cat videos, right? That's the bottom line. And we got the GoFundMe. I need you over at the Rockfin. And somebody, it's so funny. Someone tried to troll me yesterday. They're like, if everything's so important, why do you have a paywall? There is no paywall here. Look at all this. The one premium thing is literally a throwback from 12 years ago where I warned about the domestic terror threat. And you can find it elsewhere if you search for it, right? I just, again, I'm trying to get the information out. Where are all those premiums, buddy? Where's all the stuff I'm charging for? Deleted his comment. It's troll elsewhere. This is important. And that's why I want to thank Odyssey for backing up my YouTube channel. As you know, we can be taken off at any day. All the documentaries also free on all the platforms. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. Let's get down and dirty with it, right? Let's just boom. First things first. They are trying to legitimize billionaires. We've been going over this. It's kind of ironic that you see Amazon and the moon thing, because why? They're showing you, Bezos going to space. Musk's going to space. We might as well give Amazon and Facebook seats in the United Nations. We live in a techno-fascist society anyway, right? Right? And now you have the adjudication panel in Australia, where they have no guns. They're under authoritarian dictates like you've never seen, and they're being heavily censored and suppressed in this country, right? But you're going to the moon, and you're going to Mars. No, you're not. Google and NASA, okay, are part of this strategic warfare initiative from this document here, okay, that Bushnell signed off on. And this document is from 2001, okay? Excuse me. They've achieved their quantum supremacy already, and they're acting like China's beating us. That's all bullshit. In this document, for instance, they tell you that the bio-nano era, okay, we do this a bunch, but it's so important. Okay, the bio-nano era has entered in 2020. What did they do? They just injected a bunch of people. Moderna and DARPA teamed up in 2013 with Defense Department biological nanoparticles. Period. They did it. They did it. All right? And they now, when Bushnell tours, if you watch that 2010 video we've played before, he talks about it being the bio-nano quantum era. And that's so important to understand that NASA is involved with all these things that go well beyond space and are really about the Defense Department. That's what this is, a Defense Department document for the most part. Okay? So everything's about inequality and equity now. And they're using a partnership with Cleveland, Ohio. And they're saying that they want to build an internet on the moon. But really, and again, this is all for this Project Artemis, where they're legitimizing robots. By the way, there's a new sniper rifle on the back of the Robo-Dog. I told you put whatever attachment you want on that. It's over on my Facebook. You want to go check it out? We might cover it a little later. But they're talking about the possibility that, like, for instance, the Atlas robot that's running around, that's what's really going to go on Artemis. And here's what I'm going to say. You know, I'm not saying that we won't go to the moon or have not been to the moon or have not been farther than the moon, but rocket ships ain't taking us there. Period. That technology is not taking us there. It's not. Okay? Especially if you believe somewhere between like 230 and 260, what is it, 1,000 or million miles away? Was it 1,000? It's 260,000 miles away, 260,000 miles away, 230 to 260. Meanwhile, we just went 62 miles in the air with William Shatner, and we're acting like we went to space. We went to space. He talks about the thinness of the atmosphere and this like eternal blackness that he saw, right? And once again, Inspiration 4, they're the ones that they were in space for days and apparently in low Earth orbit. Where is all this technology beyond the low Earth orbit and the evidence of it that's been brought back to the people, especially involving rockets? That's all I'm saying. And we now know we live in a time where anything could be faked digitally, period. Practical effects, digital effects, anything could be faked. Anything. So, it could look like this Artemis thing goes to the moon with a bunch of robots, even people. And we probably wouldn't even question it. It'd be hard to question. Well, let's continue down. Okay. When I tell you that this is presented, all right, Kamala Harris, I couldn't believe that people thought that this was going to be like real. I mean, this is why this YouTube Google partnership with NASA, because again, they're all shell corporations, right? They're all working in this new technopoly together. If you watched any of this, okay, and we're going to watch the whole thing over at Rockfin, that's when we're going to break it up. We got more to go over on YouTube here. I promise you that. I mean, it was one of the weirdest, fakest, oddest. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the looks on the kids just in the still frame. They're actor children. They're actor children. Their feeds are crystal clear, all of them. Right? It's like over the top with the cartoons, and you're gonna wear a mask like even like this stuff. Oh, there's Kamala Harris. She's great. Everybody wear a slave mask if you're a slave. There's Joey B on the side wearing his slave mask. Right? They go to a whatchamacallit center together. We're gonna, like I said, so much of this bothers me. But we're gonna play the whole thing on the other side. You're watching the cliff notes. Oh, we're looking up at a telescope. Look at that. And the things she says are absolutely ridiculous, by the way. But again, it's a partnership in propaganda. That's all it is. And no one's calling them out. And by the way, the thumbs down on that, it's incredible. Let's just go there live, right? Oh, they're not going to let me go there live? Come on. There's got to be a spot where it goes to that. Seriously, you didn't embed it? Killing me, Daily Mail. But you go there and you can already see how many thumbs down there are. And it's just like the Fauci thing and the Chappelle thing. They just paint reality that everybody's outraged. It's not. It's manufactured outrage. And they lie and they gaslight with the truth. So if you look at this right now, they've already done. This is last year. Okay? They can deliver weapons anywhere in the world in an hour. He is the Defense Department. When he put up Starlink, blackjack, the DARPA internet went up. When they're talking about internet inequality and the moon with Cleveland, that's more militarized control of digital centers. That's all that is. Okay? Period. So now we've got, again, private rockets like SpaceX Starship to deliver cargo around the world. All right, this is in June. That's what rocket technology is for and doing. And then more Pentagon contracts. This was just in March. One more in June. And if you look up all this stuff, again, $97 billion. It's got a higher market value than Lockheed Martin. Just surpassed them. Boom. See? There it is. Just this week. And meanwhile, again, they're sending up a 90-plus-year-old man. And really that is the kind of the technology that is impressive, is that they're utilizing rockets and these capsules to somehow make it that a guy like that with really no training as an astronaut can accept these G-forces and go that high. But again, the U-2 spy plane, let's do this live. Okay? Let's do it live. U-2 spy plane, max elevation. All right, 70,000 feet. 70,000 feet. The U-2 spy plane, okay, has been around. It says 73,000 there, with projects starting in the 50s. And then into the 65, could do 64,000. So I want you to see that. 1965, they could only go 64,000 feet with the RB 57D Cabrera. You understand? This technology is old, and they're acting like these people are going into space. And when you see how Branson did it, it was very, very similar. All right, so anybody can go through and understand they still use these. That what we have that's classified goes way, way further. So when I see spy planes without rockets being able to go that high, I'm not impressed with sending Shatner 62,000 feet. But let's play some of it. Let's, because Shatner describing it and like at the peak of the atmosphere, all that was interesting. See if we'll get there without a commercial. Of course we won't. Oh no. Just do that. Really, I was hoping to get like some talking with Shatner. I don't care about any of that. Thumbs it up, subscribe, and share, because we are going to go, whatchamacallit. We're going to go all the way over to, here we go. Let's see if we got anything here. That's it? Just Shatner became emotional? Yeah, he was emotional. Let's see if we can find the Shatner in space and play some of that. Shatner. Here we go.
Everybody in the world needs to do this. Everybody in the world needs to see it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, the little things of weightlessness. But to see the blue color go whoop by, and now you're staring into blackness. That's the thing. The covering of blue, this sheet, this blanket, this comforter of blue that we have around it. We think, oh, that's blue sky. And then suddenly you shoot through it all of a sudden, as though you whip off a sheet off you when you're asleep, and you're looking into blackness, into black ugliness. And you look down, and there's the blue down there, and the black up there, and it's just, there is Mother and Earth and comfort, and is there death? I don't know. Is that death? Is that the way death is? Whoop, and it's gone. Jesus. It was so moving to me. This experience has been something unbelievable. You see, yeah, weightless, my stomach went up, and this is so weird. But not as weird as the covering of blue. This is what I never expected. Oh, it's one thing to say, oh, the sky and the thing and the fragile thing. It's all true. But what isn't true, what is unknown until you do it, is there's this pillow, there's this soft blue. Look at the beauty of that color. And it's so thin. and you're through it in an instant. It's what how thick is it?
I mean, the atmosphere.
Is it a mile? 2 miles?
I mean, it depends on how you measure because it thins out, but maybe 50 miles. Not even.
But you're going 2,000 miles an hour, so you're through 50 miles, whatever the mathematics
fast.
are.
Yeah, really
you know,
fast.
it's like a beat, and suddenly you're through the blue. And you're into black, and you're into, it's mysterious and galaxies and things, but what you see is black, and what you see down there is light, and that's the difference.
So I'm just going to stop it there. I thought that was very, very interesting and very, very honest, and I'm actually glad that I got that. So again, you're really not even in orbit, and all you're seeing is the blackness around you, right? And that hope of humanity down on Earth. I think that's something special. And these guys want to take humanity from you. And that is why we are going to play this very propagated piece from NASA, which is really, again, an arm of the military-industrial complex, with Kamala Harris exclusively at the Rockfin. Can we get 100 thumbs up over at the YouTube? We'd appreciate that. But YouTube, you know the deal. Go make the free account. Follow me there if you do want to support me. $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. There's links down below. But for $9.99 a month, you can become a premium member. And then for $99.99 a year, you can become a premium member with $20 off over at the Rockfin. You endorse Jason Burmis against the YouTube, right? On a platform that is encouraging free speech, not trying to enslave people's mind with a predator class narrative. And then you get everybody else's content, premium or otherwise as well. So guys, I love you over at YouTube, but you'll have to see me on the